Hello and welcome to my first open lecture. I'm Zeynep Nuredin and I'm student of English Language and Literature at the Faculty of Education in Bitola. It is also known as Pedagoški fakultet. An argumentative essay is a type of essay that presents arguments about both sides of an issue. It could be that both sides are presented equally balanced, or it could be that one side is presented more forcefully than the other. It all depends on the writer and what side he supports the most. Argumentative essay assignments generally call for extensive research of literature or previously published material. Argumentative assignments may also require empirical research where the student collects data through interviews, surveys, observations, or experiments. Detailed research allows the student to learn about the topic and to understand different points of view regarding the topic so that he may choose a position and support it with the evidence collected during research. Regardless of the amount or type of research involved, argumentative essays must establish a clear thesis and follow sound reasoning. The ultimate aim argumentative essay is always to convince or persuade a given group of audience to understand the other side of the argument, to support a new belief or idea. The following purposes of argumentative essay. Logical and persuasive. It aims at developing a persuasive person who can effectively argue out an issue in a more logical way that can be understood by the audience involved for decision-making agenda. For instance, an issue may be very complex that unless clearly and logically explained, majority may lack the right belief, perception, or insight about the underlying concepts surrounding the issue. This can only iron when the topic is logically argued out. Critical thinking. It aims at developing a student who can think critically. Critical thinking is a very important skill in not only leadership but also in life at large. The argumentative skill makes a student understand both the potential weaknesses and strengths of their position in an issue. This enables them to explore alternative perspectives about an issue to eventually arrive at the best idea, position, or belief. Research skills. We live in a world of academics where a solution for natural and scientific phenomena is best obtained through extensive research work. It doesn't matter how good an argument or an idea is. What matters is how best a student can construct a coherent analysis through the use of appropriate methodology to establish a sound argument about a concept using very clear statement. Evidence for claim. The background of argumentative essay is established on the idea that it is not the product that matters, but the process. It is not about your claim or what you believe in or idea you subscribe to, but rather the facts or reasons or evidences behind your position. Argument is everywhere, but so long as you can verify the reason for your stand, the ultimate aim of the argument shall always remain to effectively serve its purpose in our day-to-day life. The general structure of an argumentative essay follows this format. 1. Introductory paragraph. The first paragraph of your essay should outline the topic, provide background information necessary to understand your argument, outline the evidence you will present, and states your thesis. 2. Thesis statement. This is part of your first paragraph. It is a concise, one-sentence summary of your main point and claim. So we have 1. Attention grabber, hook, 2. Background information, and 3. Thesis statement. 3. Body paragraph. A typical argumentative essay comprises 3 or more paragraphs that explain the reasons why you support your thesis. Each body paragraph should cover a different idea or piece of evidence and contain a topic sentence that clearly and concisely explains why the reader should agree with your position. Body paragraphs are where you back up your claims with examples, research, statistics, studies, and text citations. Address opposing points of view and disprove them or explain why you disagree with them. Presenting facts and considering a topic from every angle adds credibility and will help you gain a reader's trust. So we have 1. Topic sentence, explanation example. 2. Supporting details, and 3. Transition sentence. 4. Counter-argument. A counter-argument is an argument opposed to your thesis or part of your thesis. It expresses the view of a person who disagrees with your position. A counter-argument should be expressed thoroughly, fairly, objectively. Also, this argument is used to refute earlier arguments and give weight to the actual position. So we have 1. Topic sentence, explanation example, 2. Supporting details, and 3. Comparison of body paragraph arguments. 5. Conclusion. One paragraph that restates your thesis and summarizes all of the arguments made in your body paragraphs, rather than introducing new facts or more arguments. A good conclusion will appeal to a reader's emotions. In some cases, writers will use a personal anecdote explaining how the topic personally affects them. So we have 1. Rephrasing the thesis statement, 2. Summary of major points, 3. Call to attention, or 4. Concluding remarks. There are 3 major models of argumentative essay: the classical or Aristotelian, Rogerian, and the Tolman model. Each of these argument types serves a different purpose. It is important to identify the rhetorical situation in order to select the right argument type for your document. The writer has to figure out what is going to best work for the audience in relation to the topic and its problem. I will briefly explain the 3 models. 1. Classical Aristotelian. Present the main argument, state your opinion, and do your best to convince the reader why your stance is the right one. Also called Aristotelian, this is the most popular strategy for making an argument because it's the most simple line of thinking to follow. It's effective when your audience doesn't have a lot of information or a strong opinion about your topic, as it outlines the facts clearly and concisely. Although ethos, pathos, and logos play a role in any argument, this style of argument utilizes them in the most persuasive ways possible. 2. Rogerian. Present the problem, acknowledge the opposing side of the argument, state your point of view, and explain why yours is the most beneficial to the reader. This type of argument is effective for polarizing topics, as it acknowledges both sides and presents the middle ground. 3. Tolman. Developed by philosopher Stephen E. Tolman. The Tolman method is a style of argumentation that breaks arguments down into 6 component parts: claim, grounds, warrant, qualifier, rebuttal, and backing. In Tolman's method, every argument begins with 3 fundamental parts: the claim, the grounds, and the warrant. A claim is the assertion that authors would like to prove to their audience. It is, in other words, the main argument. For example, the public administration should improve its service standards. The grounds of an argument are the evidence and facts that help support the claim. For example, the improvement of public administration service standards would ensure social equity. Finally, the warrant, which is either implied or stated explicitly, is the assumption that links the grounds to the claim. For example, the public administration should ensure social equity. All around, argumentative essay not only improves students' written expression skills, but also enables them to deal with a certain subject in a planned way. Thank you.